Shut the fuck up!
You are a stinking piece of garbage. So you're the man that rules the world.
Ass! I want to nail Roger Rabbit to the fucking cross.
Gamers, what's going on? Happy Monday. It's good to see you. Welcome. Whether you're looking for the gaming lifestyle lounge or not, I don't give a I don't really care. You know, you're here. Doesn't matter if you were looking for you're here. Go on ahead, get comfortable. I'm going to try to get comfortable myself. How you doing, folks? I'm America's #1 online video game personality, Ben the Parvinator Parvin. Here at your service and asking the same question Ichigo's asking. How did I get here? Right? Yeah. Welcome, guys. Welcome, Ichigo. Welcome, Roats. Yeah. Hey, welcome. What are you streaming tonight? Hey, welcome, Ichigo. Good to see you, man. Happy Monday. What's up, guys? We're getting back into some Earthbound today. They say Threed's company. Well, we've got 3 characters now. We were getting smoked a couple times. When it was just me and Paula. Well, Ness and Paula, I guess. That's a role-playing game for you, isn't it? I just inserted myself. We were not doing so great, but maybe the addition of a 3rd character will help. Oh, yeah. Nice. Road said maybe Earthbound. Cool. Hey, hop on. Get your... I think you said you played through it once, huh? So maybe it's time for a second playthrough. But welcome, guys. What's up? How was your weekend? Let me get settled and let me unfurrow my brow. Literally. I've been really sore again, kind of up on the forehead. I don't know what it is. These bulging sinuses. Dude. Something is going on with this mouse. I'm having to like... Most times I'm going for a click. Well, not most, but there's a lot of key moments I'm going for a click and it's not giving it to me. But, yeah. Well, I figured that you probably weren't, but you know, just in case, just in case, it's a little out of left field, but yeah. I figured just in case. It's freaking mice. Yeah, this one's not squeaking, but it's not clicking when I want it to. Squeaky mice. Maybe it needs a little piece of cheese. Here's the controller. Again, we're doing this on the SNES Mini. I want to show you guys my shelf of games here and systems at some point. I swear they all exist. But yeah, we're doing this on the SNES Mini. Honestly, at this point, this is a huge value. This game in and of itself, if you just look at how expensive cartridge of this is, to have it on the SNES menu kind of makes that an incredibly high value system to have at this point, let alone the fact that they're easy to hook up, you know, and to a modern TV, etc. Welcome, Metroid. Yes, okay, returned. Welcome back, Metroid. I hope your any troubles are behind you, and we're looking forward to having this next era of Metroid Hatchling here on Twitch. Notice a little slowdown right there. I really haven't seen a whole lot of slowdown in this game up to this point. Yeah. What should you play, Rotes? Well, let's see. What have you got access to console-wise at this point? I'm guessing you had that Genesis and the Genesis Mini, and your PC probably, and then oh yeah, you have like a PS5 or something, or new Xbox, I think, too. I've got everything's hooked up. Well, how you feeling about War Thunder? That's always
I
like
gotta land on an aircraft carrier, a feat that's impossible.
Okay, all right. So, that was a total accident. I just like hit with my left finger as I just dropped my hand a bit. I hit the soundboard, but damn, I love it when it's perfect. Yeah, I was asking. Yeah, you're feeling pretty meh about that one right now. That's the only reason why I bring that up is just because I don't have anybody else that is kind of in the constant hang around here that does that. So it's something different. So yeah, I was curious how you're feeling about it, because I know it can get yeah, you know, we can get to feeling meh about something. Welcome, Nick. How you doing? Happy Monday. Did I talk to someone that triggered that? Metroid said, how goes Mother 2? It's going well. We just got Jeff. Jeff just arrived to us via a magical flight from Winters, I guess. Broke out of his dad's laboratory in this, you know, some kind of experimental technology, UFO looking thing that we flew over here. And so Jeff joined our team. That was fun. I enjoyed that little, that was a really cool way to have the party meet each other. I think I enjoy that. Jeff. Dude. Moms like you choose Jeff. Yeah, it was cool. Randomly selected appropriate sound. Oh, thank you. Yes.
I gotta land on an aircraft carrier, a feat that's impossible.
Right. What a funny. Of course, he's talking about Top Gun there, and yeah, anybody who's played that game. I think I even, before I saw that clip from AVGN, talked on stream about how I thought it was impossible to land the plane and stuff, and it must be a totally universal sentiment. I mean, often I find myself thinking that when I watch his videos, if it's a game that I've played, you know, of course, some of it could be a stretch, or, you know, he's looking for something in character to laugh at, you know, but I do find that if it's a game I knew pretty well, I'll feel like he did a good job with some of the pain points of the game, you know? Pointing out the stuff that some of the same observations we had as kids. It's bizarre, Metroid. I was honestly a little scary. This whole place is a bit scary with the graveyard, and I still think we're maybe not done there. I know that zombies are in this town right now, and the town is all blue. Which makes me think we're in some kind of pre-salvation state, this town. You know, before we save it. And part of this is because that's happened already in this game, and then also because I had, just to have a little background, I had pulled a map of Threed just to have as like a, you know, something up on the green screen. And I noticed that it's like, you know, all the grass and stuff is more of a, you know, kind of golden, you know, kind of an arid place or something. You know, it's not this purple, so I'm guessing we're gonna have to do something to help these folks with their zombie invasion. Now that we have our 3 people, maybe I'll go try to talk to... you know, maybe I'll go check out the circus again, see what's up. Do 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 do. Circus. Let's go fight another trick-or-treater. Trick-or-trick kid.
So there's Ronald with his magic bag of hallucinogenic drugs.
Well, I had a good weekend, a very restful weekend. And okay, well, we got that guy just ran in here, so maybe something's going on. Before it was just like the city, I think it was just the, yeah, the like these city planners or these, whoever these leaders are in the middle. Yes, we did come here in that flying contraption. I'm glad you're going to help us, but you're pretty young. Why don't we get all the zombies in this tent and then set it on fire? We may all get munched before we have a chance to do anything. I'm running scared. I don't mean that I actually run around. I just mean that I'm frightened. I like this guy explaining his, Hey, thanks, Rhodes. Oh, cool. Gonna do some Fallout? Sick, man. Well, I've always wanted to get to that series. I want to come by and see some of that. So, yeah, man. Enjoy your stream, buddy. Very cool. Yeah, doing the first one, right? So, yeah. That's right. You had mentioned that. I had to look up the box art. Or, yeah. Blast from the past. Well, cool, man. Well, enjoy it, and, yeah. Thanks for the lurk. Looking for something nice to say with the soundboard, but it's all terrible things. That's nice. A Fallout 2. I like a good fat box. I don't see I don't see that word often enough. The compound word, fat box. That was good stuff. A whole lot of gaming in one box. Or maybe some cool supplementary materials or something. A brochure or guide. This art book. I left my wife and kids at home to escape to this tent. That's how scary the zombies are. Earthbound was a fat box. Speaking of fat boxes. Absolutely. It came with this, you know, player's guide. All right, can I stop these zombies at the root? Something tells me we're gonna have to go back to the graveyard again, but I mean, a dirty, stinky, ugly, powerful. We still haven't met this dirty, stinky, ugly, powerful monster, I don't think. Underground path at the edge of the graveyard. Yeah, Metroid, right. Which, you know, I didn't put 2 and 2 together, but I guess... Or maybe I didn't remember that this was part of the ad either, but wasn't that also a part of the This Game Stinks campaign as well? Like, I think one of those ads maybe mentioned the... Get the player's guide with the scratch and sniff stickers. Or, that's funny. There's a John Waters movie that had a scratch and sniff for it, and as you can imagine, the things that you're the scents that you're supposed to get are it was they weren't all that pleasant. But yeah, at certain points in the movie, it would like tell you which ding ding would pop up, like, you know, sniff number 5 now, scratch and sniff, scent number 5. I went to a showing of it that they didn't have the original scratch and sniff stuff, of course, but they printed that original handout that was given, the little handbill that was given to people as they went in to see it. So you couldn't scratch it and sniff it, but you had the, you know, a facsimile of it. Oh, that's funny, Metroid. I love that idea of the scratch and sniff and it not necessarily being a nice fragrance is just, it's funny, you know. Okay, well now Bowl can, if it's blinking super fast, I think that means it's better for them. What gun does he have now? Let's take a look. I named him Bowl, and I absolutely forgot about that all the way until when they first showed us him in the boys' school or whatever, his boarding school that he's in. I thought Bowl was like a nickname they were giving him for a little bit, and I had forgotten that we named him Bowl. Parv is homesick. He hasn't called home in a while. Wow, what does that do to stats? And is it calling home or visiting home that does it? Asking the big questions. Oh, he has a Magnum air gun that I haven't equipped. This music might contribute to some of the depressing, you know, tone of this town. May or may not. All right, don't talk too loud. I love this guy back behind the pizza shop. Well, the toy air gun was, I guess that's equal or... Or less, 54? Oh, now I'm just curious. Oh yeah, they don't do it that way. But I think if it blinks, it's better than what you have equipped. Hey Diamond, welcome. Yeah, I'm really liking it so far. It's my first time through, so I'm really trying to go, you know, like as blind through it as I can. But yeah, man, it's really fun. Welcome. This game kind of sets itself apart instantly, and I mean everything from the art style to the writing jumps out at you immediately. Just in that first scene where they're asking you, you know, your name and your favorite food and all that stuff, and then just minutes into the script, it's already pretty out there, you know. Bold choices. I'm loving it. It's a great sprite, isn't it, Ichigo? Let's get the front facing, yeah. Okay, you know, I don't know about you guys, and this may sound crazy, but I feel like this game... I think some screenshots that I have seen, especially of Ness walking around in certain parts of the world, sometimes the screenshot, especially if it's like looking at some of the old promo material, it doesn't really do it justice for what the game looks like when you're playing it. I don't know. Maybe I'm just looking for reasons to justify everything, but I'll just say I've seen, before I played it, nothing seemed that, in the little bit that I saw of the game, nothing really stood out to me that much about how pretty it could be. Yeah, absolutely, Ichigo. Yeah, it's a good way to put it. I think I didn't understand. And then it was like some of the stuff I saw, even before I knew that it was associated with this game too, was like I caught a little bit of Nick playing a fan. I think it was it was something, maybe a Mother 2 ROM hack or fan game or something. And I noticed some cool backgrounds, and I noticed like that the gameplay, the RPG elements of the gameplay seemed kind of quick, and the style seemed radically different from a lot of other stuff I had seen, you know. But seeing those like pulsing backgrounds, I was like, whoa, is that what this game is like? Yeah, maybe it was that, Nick. Yeah, I didn't watch a whole lot, but maybe just 30 minutes or something, and it kind of gave me a little bit of a style feel for it. What's up, Dustin? Welcome. How you doing? Happy Monday. Hey! Trying to get some sound effects here, but I cracked my phone badly over the weekend.
Let's go!
Or I guess on Thursday or something, so... Yeah, a screenshot just like out in the field somewhere doesn't always do it justice. Especially when they're all washed out like they were in the, you know, the promo materials, and it's a shot of a CRT. Some games would look better under those circumstances, or, you know, I think, actually now that I think about it, like that idea of photography of a screen and that potentially determining folks, like when you're getting that first look at this Sonic 3 game that's on the far horizon or something, I don't know. You know, and you've got the first couple blurry shots or like from some trade show or something, you know, like... Yeah, I think in like some of the city stuff, I have like the way that this game plays with these cityscape perspectives is pretty interesting, and some of that photographs well, screenshots well, but yeah, I think it's I do think it's a game you have to really get in to kind of and play to actually really get a feel for the art style. I work for the zombies, but I betray them too. I'm a con man, so I know the score. That's right, you guys are telling me about Belch. Thank you. You are a helpful con man. Alright guys, I'm gonna get to the... I guess I'll try to go back to the graveyard, and maybe before that we'll, Parv suddenly thought about his mom. Let's get to the hotel, I think, and yeah, let's do that. I'm gonna... Maybe we could afford to stay a night this time. Yeah, totally. Yeah, it is a lot of text, and I am really surprised at how, like, according to the quest, we aren't that far into it at this point, but we've already explored several places. You know, I only have like 3 of the Your Sanctuary locations. And I, you know, when I watched like a video you know, I've seen like the US commercial and just trying to find some fun GIFs and stuff to mix around on stream. I've had like some locations, you know, I see that there's like a desert spot and there's a couple other things that are coming to mind now that I've seen previews of, but it's like, it's an RPG. I kind of expected all terrains, you know. That's not really much of a spoiler, but let's call Mom, because Parv is homesick. Oh, you sound... Are you homesick? Well, I knew there would be... I knew there would be days like this. It must make you feel better listening to your mom's sweet voice. Aw.
That's what I'm talking about.
I was trying to get to the awws, but yeah, I don't know where that is, so...
Okay.
Okay.
Hell yes.
So, do you feel any better? Well, I'd better get going. I'm in the middle of my ironing. Bye! Parv got over being homesick. That's cute. What a funny mechanic. Yeah, the detail is great. That Sanctuary Guardian music. The one that like plays when you fight one of the bosses, I'm guessing. It's got like a... Yeah, yeah. I'm hearing a little bit of it in my head. Oh. Let's get some money. That is a good one. Oh, there's the ATM. The music sticks with me for sure. Everything's getting more expensive along our journey. The Threed Sunset Hotel. Enjoy that beautiful, calming sunset of Threed. All right, this time we didn't go to another dimension or something. They're different than normal. The paper is called the Zombie Herald. I'm scared, but let me tell you what is in it. 2 human kids escape by somehow opening their cage. Yep. Oh, that's cool, Metroid. Yeah. You know, there's a really high amount of folks in the chat who talk about like how much a lot of the music from these games means to them, or how it's kind of integrated in ways into their memory and into their daily life and stuff. And I think, yeah, I don't know, that's part of what keeps us here, I think. And it's for, oh wait, yep, that's me. For me, I think it's, as I've gotten older, I'm realizing what certain songs may have done for me before I was even conscious of it, you know, like certain video game music that really moved me as a kid, and maybe I didn't even know it or didn't even, you know, like, you know, right. It's just, everything was big because you're a kid, right? Everything could get a big emotional reaction because that's how it is. But yeah, it's just, I don't know, let me save too. Make sure I do that, sorry. Hey Tater, welcome. But yeah, you guys get what I'm saying. I know I'm preaching to the choir here, but yeah, I mean, music is so tied into memory, and then you tie that into us playing these games, and you know, you have a couple of things there that instantly come to mind whenever one or the other is brought up. Yeah, same. Yeah, Dustin. Yeah, I was reading you. Yeah. And yeah, I really love music, and yeah, I'm not, there's newer music that I'm into for sure, but yeah, I think these last several years I have done a deeper dive than ever into like video game music, and I'm really glad I did, because it's nice to listen to it while you're playing, but then it's also another experience to play it when you're not, or to have the music going when you're not and really dig into it. And a soundtrack like this is so varied and like there's everything in it. A little something for everybody. That's cool. Oh, mother journaling adventure. Yep. I like it. Yeah, keep that on you, Metroid, and then you got something ready to write it down whenever inspiration comes to you. Tater, how are you, buddy? Is the tater tootin' lately? Okay, I'll try to make some progress in this game, I guess. Parv just has so much more HP. Oh, Tater, how'd you do that? How'd you squish your toe? Ouch. Today they burned a couple holes in my toenail. Oh! Okay. So to like relieve some pressure maybe off of the... Yeah, wow. Oh my god. Yeah. Oh. I don't know that you could have chosen a more visceral word to use than blast there. I think that image that comes to mind of blasting a bunch of crap out of a toenail, I think is got to be one of the gnarliest. It's got to be one of the gnarliest sentences ever written, you know? That toenail was blasted, baby. I don't know what to tell you. A smelly ghost. Freeze that smelly ghost. Body solidified. Oh, cool. Sprite can't attack now. Oh, and now it's able to move. Dropped a jackhammer on it. Oh, sorry, man. Yeah, I figured you had to... Yeah, it must have been something really heavy you dropped. Yeah. Ouch, man. Sorry. Toe Jam and Earl was blasted out of that toenail. Oof. That's... Oh, man. So when I hear that, I'm just also thinking about the Mucinex creatures, which we've talked about this before, but there was just one night I was up late and like watching, I don't know, so it was like I had watched a college football game or something, and you know, I'm half brain dead at this point, and an ad comes on with the Mucinex family, and it just like hit me how disgusting that is. Like just to think of I'm a big slot, you know. I just like I'm a huge wad of snot, you know. I love the Mucinex family. There's a little bit of them, I think, in all of us, honestly. Oh, that's cool. That's funny, Dustin. Yeah. I wonder who's in charge of the music in that case. I'm catching up on the chat here, but yeah. Amidst the toenail drama, we got some Chrono Trigger soundtrack and Chrono Cross rather soundtrack being played before a movie. That's sweet. Yeah, that's cool. Maybe we have an ally working at the there's a member of Parvination working down at the theater. I'd like to wear my sunglasses right now, honestly. However, it's weird. It's like I might try them on later, but they just at this point are kind of etched up, and I don't know if it actually helps to wear them or not. Or if it just makes everything more, you know, rainbowed out. He stares into your soul. Oh! We found this before. And I didn't know what to do about it. You can stare into my soul all you want. Oh, maybe they need something. I'll give them a tin of cocoa. Maybe. It's gotta be what they want, right? Projectionist had good taste, yeah. Yeah, well, you know, it is always funny when you go to, I mean, anywhere in public and you hear, whether it's like a kind of a more obscure band you like, or, you know, I don't know, you walk into a Subway or something and it can be funny too when it's just a total like style mismatch and it's obvious that maybe the manager is taken off for the night or something or isn't around, or the manager themselves doesn't care, but that it's clearly been like an employee takeover of the music. It's like I remember working at Subway and this guy had a tape of Dark Side of the Moon, and he would put it on and just blast it. And I just remember like making this guy's sandwich and like and I'm just hearing, you know, David Gilmour's guitar solo ring out from Time, and you know, just like feeling that it really didn't match with what I was doing necessarily, giving this guy extra tomatoes on his 6-inch Italian. It was loud too. Okay, let me actually pay attention here because we need to do some magic to... I'm gonna get somebody killed. This is some careless stuff here. Okay, not heal. We want to do life up. This music's great. I think I was whistling along at one point to the solo. This guy's whose sandwich we're making, he's got to be like kids, too. It's freaking kids. Maybe do something that'll hit everybody. How about that? Ding doo. There you go, her. The number for the PA at Walmart here before there were cameras everywhere. Oh, that's funny. I do remember, I'm not remembering much specific, but there were times as a kid or as a teenager or something that someone would get on the PA at a big store like that and say something funny, or, you know. I remember like thinking it was funny to answer the phones in departments at Walmart. Like sometimes you'd just be walking around a department and then you'd hear the... It's like... They had a very particular ring. And sometimes I'd just pick them up and just hello. You know, just... Which would instantly have them kind of like a little, you know, there was always like a pause or something, or maybe a very deep sigh on the other end, you know. Oh, thanks, Nick. Yeah. My band director used to do the same tone one time. I remember being like, he's got it, man. That's a great impression. I got to work on that. There was always the little pause before that last note, you know? All right. So I just spent the last week with my one of my siblings and two of their kids, and it was really fun. My nephew who came to visit is, everybody says, like, 'cause my sister was quite a bit older than me, so you know, she got to see me while I was young and she was older, so she's got a good feel for it, and of course my parents would, but they're all like, this kid is like you, or this is pretty much you as a kid, my nephew. And it is funny to see the ways in which we have like a similar disposition. We're both very hyperactive, and man, I don't know what we got to do to go talk to those zombies, but maybe there's an item or something. But it's been really funny just kind of watching him, and I've had these moments with family. You guys probably know what I'm talking about, but like, you know, as you get older, you can kind of see ways in which maybe you're similar and of course different, but I'll notice like mannerisms and things that a parent does coming out in myself, or I'll see it in the kids, or, you know, just see similar kind of things. It's so funny to just see a little hyperactive kid who's like totally into games and stuff. I got to get him off that iPad though, you know. The little guy was playing some tower defense game for hours and hours and hours, and on sandbox mode too. Couldn't even get him to play the campaign. But I think one of the funny things is just to see how impulsive he is. And there was one moment where we were walking back from the car, and in our driveway, there's just a little kind of retaining wall thing. Or, you know, I mean, just a little wall between us and the neighbor. And we got out of the car and we were walking back towards the apartment, and he just like walked over to the wall and kicked it. And he wasn't like particularly he wasn't mad at all. There was no, like, he wasn't mad. There was no, and I just remember his mom being like, you know, what did we talk about? The impulse, you know, was that one of those impulses? And he's like, yeah. I just remember thinking like, yeah, that impulse to kick the wall with nothing preceding that, you know. That's I think that's, I was trying to think of a specific time that I went and kicked a wall, but I'm sure there were 1,000 of them. But yeah, just that sudden urge to go explode into some kind of action. And so I think it was really just like, I'm doing a bad job of explaining it, but it was more like a quick, I think he more like wanted to go and just kind of or, you know, like a quick burst of energy versus like and it wasn't like a hard thing. I think honestly he wanted to go and like shadow box something more than like necessarily kick the wall, if that makes sense. It was more like a I don't know. Maybe he'd been cooped up in the car, so I don't know. Well, yeah, it's Nick said he can feel something's wrong. Yeah, maybe it's too much time on that iPad, you know. Well, yeah, it's funny. It's funny to see a hyperactive little kid. And he's good at games too. I can appreciate that. I watched him when we went to the arcade. I mean, there were a few things he was really good at. He'd never played Mario Kart 64 and picked it up really quickly. He was like, what's up with the drifting? I don't understand, because I think he was trying to drift like in Mario Kart 8. And so we just had a quick lesson after the, like, into the first race of like, okay, well, you know, you have this, you know, it goes this color, then it goes that color, and then if you let off, you get a boost, and then you can actually go right into another, you know, you can go right into another slide or another drift at that point. He's liking it. Quick to learn. He does. He wants to tear down the walls of injustice. Absolutely. We were on the way to the airport, and he asked basically something else came up, and he's like, man, it's crazy. You can go to the hospital because you're really hurt and you don't have a lot of money. And then they're like, okay, pay us. Here's your bill. And he's like, that's not right. Why did you know, I was like, where are you hearing this from? Also, yeah. I think he was going on to say something. We had said medical debt had been talked about in the car. There was some context there, like me and his mom were talking about medical debt, or it had come up with a story of something in our lives, and like and he was calling it out, saying the insurance is dumb, and but doing it in a very roundabout way is just kind of funny. Like, that doesn't make any insurance doesn't make sense if someone could I don't know. I can't remember how he worded it, but it was cute. I know, right? Uncle Ben's over there like, keep asking the tough questions, buddy. All right. I think punching bags, having something to get the aggression out is really, I think it's really important. I wish I had something. Let's hit him with some gaming. Her really rocks so far, honestly. Fire doesn't do much to the putrid moldy man. Can I just attack? Ooh, I didn't mean to go to auto. Thank you, Otto, for healing Bull. Or at least trying to. Nice. It is, Nick, yeah. I don't have much experience in using one for a workout, but I would like to. I think as a kid, like, I really struggled with... I think if I had had a punching bag or something like that, that would have been really helpful, because my whole life I've suffered from, you know, kind of anger issues, and it feeling like very quickly it feels like I need to have some kind of percussion on something, you know, something needs to, you know, like it's a, you know, I think it didn't help that I'm seeing some of this behavior is modeled when I'm a little kid, and I'm seeing it everywhere around me in my life, on TV, you know. Guy gets pissed in a movie, goes and punches a wall or breaks a mirror or something, you know. You know, Alabama quarterback throws an interception and the remote goes flying across the room. God damn it, you know. You know, so yeah, I feel that urge sometimes to, and I can feel better after doing it sometimes, as long as I didn't screw up and hurt myself, or you know, hurt something else, break something. I mean, this is where we found, I think I've already been down here, because this is where we had our little rendezvous with Jeff and stuff. Yeah. Well, I guess I could go to the hint guy. Sorry about your toe, Metroid. Yeah. I know, and it sucks too to like, because we shouldn't be going and kicking a door or, you know, like that's not you know, generally not accepted behavior, and also can hurt yourself, and then you have something to fix afterwards. So I do think in moments where you can be frustrated, I feel like having something to hit, punching bag or something could be helpful. Oh. Teddy bear inside, huh? Does everybody have too much stuff? I guess they do. Teddy bear could be a player number 4, right? Parv, got anything simple to eat? Do 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 do. Yeah, not my proudest moments either. Yeah, I've been there, Nick. It's like I said, it can be embarrassing afterwards because again, that's, you know, we should be able to control our anger and not like punch a door or something, you know, kick a wall. It can feel justified in the moment, but then something's broken or hurt, you know. Or maybe both, but yeah. Oh, sorry, man. Yeah, sorry to hear that, Metroid. And yeah, that stinks how you can re-aggravate an old injury. Yeah, I hope you can get some relief. Have a croissant. Oh, some cocoa? Oh, okay. And the cocoa is a flavoring. That's funny. I don't... Is this a haunted teddy bear? Can I go talk to the 2 people up at the top of the screen? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Metroid. Yeah. Had you had COVID before? I think maybe you told me you had it like in the last year or 2 or something. I'm gonna go see if these guys are intimidated by the 3 of us and a teddy bear too, but... Oh, Bull has no PP. Oh, what? Never mind, he never does, I guess. Yeah. Well, you know, there may still have some benefit of taking a test if you had one laying around. But yeah, sorry to hear that, man. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Yeah, I know it just continues. It's never gone It's never gone away completely. I got it, well, I got it last year. And that was my first time getting it, and it knocked me out for a while, and then I felt like I had a lot of brain fog, and I also felt I deal with anxiety and depression and stuff, but I had another bout of that, like for extended bout, like after having COVID, and it just felt like there was an extra mental block and everything, you know? Why are you staring into my soul? You want to hear some cool tunes, guys? Like, I don't know, like something from a sound stone? Oh, we just have 2 of your sanctuaries. Yeah. Yeah, it can. Yeah, it seems... I mean, it's interesting how these viruses like COVID can... We're learning more about how they can have these long-term effects and stuff. It's not just like, you know, you have the one-time cold that's gone and da-da-da, but it's like they seem to have these long-lasting effects that can be very systemic and you know, it doesn't hit everybody in all ways, but the amount of, like, you know, I don't know, like, let's just say coverage or, I don't know, damage that it does is, I guess, can be very widespread, you know, across the whole body. Yeah. Right, Metroid. And you just spent a lot of time on your feet. If anything, you probably you whipped yourself into a little bit of a better shape while you were running around Japan. And it's like you went from that to having whatever you've got going on and just like, yeah, totally feeling out of shape and just drained. Yeah, I know that feeling of like just not having anything in the tank. Well, hope you can get some recovery soon and, you know. Well, let's make sure we don't take these guys out real quick. The figure of the smelly ghost. Wait, is Bull in the back? Brum, 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 brum. Man, yeah. So you lost a lot of weight and then it was like, bam, coming back from the trip, you're sick with this. I'm sorry you're going through that. Where's these freaking zombies? How's your appetite now? Do you feel like you're on the mend? At least gradually. I might have to get a hint, sadly. And we talked to this guy. He tried to give me everything he could. Belch gives life to the zombies, but Belch works for Geekus, who I heard might be female. Brum, 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 brum. Yeah, we might have to talk to the hint guy. I guess it's in the game. Yeah, that's good. Well, I think that's, you know, that's the start of getting, is being able to keep things down, having an appetite, and yeah, that's a positive start, and hopefully you can work in a little, you know, exercise, at least get something going, because Yeah, it's so tough when you get out of those routines, and you're already out of it at this point. I just hope you can. I still think that the work you did before this trip, there's, you know, you're still getting some benefits from that, and to get back into shape, to get back up on the horse, so to speak. I think I'd like to think you're not starting from zero, you know, starting from scratch. Yeah. 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 Totally Metroid, yeah. I had issues with my foot that kept me from running for the first half of this year, really, and I'm still trying to get locked into a better routine. But for years I had been running at least 3, sometimes 4 or more times a week. And man, I had a doctor tell me, like, kind of early on, like, hey, you know, when I told him how much I did and stuff, and I jog for long distances and whatnot, he was like, I know your foot's hurting, but try to do what you can, because you don't want to lose your cardio. And, was encouraging me to find like other, if I can't jog, then make sure I'm at least getting out and da-da-da. And I didn't really take that advice, like, because it felt like every time I tried to run or something, I couldn't find a good middle ground. I couldn't like moderate to where, like, oh, I know I shouldn't be doing what I used to do, or the extent of running that I used to do. So it was like I would go and then end up, just re-injuring everything. So I was really hesitant to do that. And I sat around more than I should, thinking that's what this foot needs. It's just total, just rest. And I think after a little bit, I realized, like, oh shit, this thing's not getting better. And whenever I start to have to use it again, it's hurting. So yeah, I wish I would have taken that advice sooner, of like trying to do what I could, the movement and circulation was part of the healing process. And I think I was kind of stubborn about it, because it was like hard to find a middle ground and not like feel like I'm re-injuring something. But there was more I could be doing, definitely. And sure enough, at this point, I did lose a lot of my like breathing is, I'm gonna have to really work to get that back. And I may, I'm old enough to where you can kind of lose a step, and with running every now and then, there's kind of a point where it's like, okay, I'm gonna pare that back just a little bit, and I think I'll just say, I had taken breaks of a week or two with running, but taking that 5 months, 6 months, whatever it was, just mostly off, was not what I needed to do. But I'm kind of bummed that I'm a little out of shape now, but I already feel a little progress. Got one in today, so, it's... But yeah, man, I hope you can feel better soon. Me too, Metroid. Yeah, it's funny too. It's got that beginning part and then this double time here, It's hearing that bass line. Just running up and down the scale. Just get out of here. I always forget. I think I have to do magic to the putrid moldy man, maybe? Fire doesn't work. Don't do anything to my teddy bear. Hey guys, I think I'll just get a little break in. I think after this I'll go get us a hint. In fact, what are we doing on... Might even go get a little money. I don't think we've been earning any money, huh? These ghosts. Maybe, oh, actually a little bit. I think I withdrew like $300 or something. I don't know. Bus service has been canceled in the area. Zombie Relief Corps. I would really like to help you guys with your whole zombie invasion, but, let me check to make sure I'm not missing a note on this. Guy left something at Threed Hospital. Oh, did I ever, There was someone earlier in the game, maybe at the last town, who said they left something at Threed Hospital. I don't know that I ever checked that. Lilliput Steps, yep, that's done. Walking all over the place. Yeah, me too, Metroid. Oh, yeah, I'm just now seeing your message, yeah. Cool, well, yeah, well, get some rest, and I hope you can feel better soon. I'm glad that Twitch is working for you once again, and that issue is resolved, and hopefully that's behind you. Never have to deal with that again, because, yeah, I feel for you, man. Anyway, feel better soon, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah. Oh, very cool, Nick. Awesome. You know, I didn't know if it was bot or not, but you had mentioned the. Okay, and even said new longboard. Very cool, man. I'm glad you're liking it, and sorry to hear you took a spill on it. Oh, yeah. I think a lot of the times that I ever wiped out on my skateboard, most of the time I felt like I knew what it was that I should do differently. I just didn't react in the moment right, you know, and I kind of knew that. It was like, oh, well, I knew how I could have avoided that, and most of the time it could have. I remember thinking it was like a dumb situation, you know. Cursing myself. Yeah. Absolutely, Metroid, yeah. Well, and it truly is like part of the learning process. That's cool, man. Yeah, cruising on a longboard. I've only like been on a longboard a couple of times, but they, you know, I know that they're often built for, of course, any kind of hill or. I know I've seen people use them to get around here, and it seems a lot more stable than the folks who are on skateboards, which I see a ton, like way more skateboarders, of course, and I do see a lot. And just use it as their like main transit. Well, yeah, longboard seems a little more stable. I've seen people booking it on them too. Kind of. The cruising is fun, especially like when you have a little space and you can carve a little bit. I remember really enjoying that, and it just feels good. You're getting that breeze. Shh, breeze, you know, blowing the hair. Oh yeah, you can just carve a little, just weave some if you have some space. It's really nice. Let me finish this thought here. And I'll get us into a break. Maybe I've already picked it up, but someone had told us they had left something here at the hospital, but I don't know, maybe it was just some NPC. I was gonna say, maybe it was just some dialogue that we don't need, but... That's cool, man. Well, it's never too late. And I think you know, doing stuff like that is also part of kind of keeping yourself young to an extent. I think so much of like youth is a state of mind too, you know, or, and I'm really, I think it's something like a longboard too is typically a lot safer than just the skateboard. So yeah, man, better late than never. My friends that I have that still skate, of course they don't do it as much as they used to, but I know it means a lot to them to like still be able to get on a board and do it a little bit, you know? And they're all like, yeah, dude, I mean, I don't have the power I used to, but I can do this or that aspect as good or about as good as ever, you know? Okay. All right. Let's get that break in, shall we? What cool music here, too. It's very, very cheery.
Yes!
All right, guys, this is a good one. I hope you guys are enjoying it, too. Yeah. Oh, cool. Oh, cool. You had to let us know how I bet that one goes quick, that, the cruiser board. But yeah. Cool, man. Yeah, thank you, dude. I hope you guys have a good break, too. When we come back, we'll continue Threed's Company.
Okay.
It's been a fun one so far. I'll see you guys back here in just a bit. Well, I'll take a good little break. See you back in a bit.
Swish! Kaboom!
Parvinator.
Hello, citizens of Earth. Welcome.
Delivers the facial!
I should look down at the soundboard before I hit it sometimes. I regret some presses of the soundboard. Welcome. We're working through Threed, the town of Threed. Hope you guys are doing well. Welcome back, Dustin. Welcome, all gamers. How you guys doing? Let's get back into our game. Happy Monday. You know what? I was going to go get a hint. Let's just do that before I walk around the town for another hour. I'll go get a hint, and I'll have to live with the shame that I've cheated my way through this game. Wasn't Mr. Hint He's up in the top right, I believe. A lot of these doors here, yeah, nobody's opening for me. Yep. Can't blame them. This mouse loves you. Thank you, mouse. Some people have already become tools of the zombies. Man. I like how she said you better cheer up or you'll become a zombie. Some people have already become tools of the zombies. I know, totally, Dustin. It's a... yeah, it's a... Hitting them with the very quick knock. You know. You hear that? You know it's the police. Bum, 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 bum. It's just that kid. This group of 3 kids keeps coming and knocking on our door. I don't understand. I don't need to be super mic'd up when I'm, you know, taking a drink. Maybe I do. Yeah, I know. Yeah, the circus shows up in town. I know. I do think that the contrast of having a circus and then have this town that is totally blue. And yeah, apparently it's interesting that they were saying that implication that if you don't cheer up, you'll become a zombie. Of course, we dealt with that one town, the cult of the blue folks. This is our hint place. I also know that this town won't always be blue because I have a map of it that I downloaded from the internet. That it has it. Well, I think it's, let me just show you real quick. It's this one. I've become the game.
Oh, yes! 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 We got it, baby!
Sucked into the circus. Yep. Right, we got our circus right there. Yep, pretty much dead center here, big yellow. But yeah, so I found this map, and this is, there is a distinct lack of a blue aura pervading the entire map, which is what I see when I'm walking around the place right now, so, you know, kind of makes me think we'll see this place, you know, sort of post-salvation. Shit. Do you know about that mysterious tent that appeared at the south end of town? I don't know, but it looks kind of strange. That's it for today. Okay. I was like, oh my god, I missed it. He gave us a freebie. Well, I've gone to that tent. Let's just double check. Do.
That's what I'm talking about.
Do.
How do I put the game in?
Is this truly the south of town? I mean, most of the town is down here. What's going on here?
Alright, the game sucks. End the story. I want to nail Roger Rabbit to the fucking cross.
All these blue people. Stop making everybody sad. Are you guys, what's going on here? I need you all to do something. We did. We came here in the flying contraption. Boom, 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 boom. No problem here.
It blows my mind. It's like, what were they thinking?
Okay. Boo, do, 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 do. Let's see if we can find any more of these circus folk. Here's a here's Bizarro tent, huh? Okay. I think I'd seen the tip, you know, just the top part of that. Just the tip of the tent. From just walking around the map. And yeah, I never came all the way down. Oh, wow. It's got a beautiful smile. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Look at this. Look at this. This thing's great. Okay. Yeah, you know, I don't know. We could try like one of these potentially. Try to freeze this thing. Bull, do your thing. I know. Great graphics. Look how it's so cool too to see these different layers and yeah. Oh, her is dead. She's gonna oh no. I didn't see what what freeze did. Doom, doo, doom, doom. Suppose we could spy as well. Could shoot off one of these big bottle rockets, potentially. I think that might be a... Didn't hit anyone. Fly honey. Didn't work on the teddy bear. Bash this sumbitch. Let's go. Try freeze again. What the hell? Maybe fire will do something. Defense spray. Okay. There it is. Bull's paralyzed. We're doing okay health-wise, I guess. He hasn't done any big attacks recently. Excuse me. All right, let's bash again. You want to hit him with the fire? Let's go. Or 2 alphas. Yeah, I don't know the difference in damage, if it's worth breaking it into 2, but let's try that. Bull, that's right, Bull's paralyzed, so he can do nothing, or he can still spy. Vulnerable to sci-fi. Very cool. All right, we got to do that early on in these battles then. There you go.
Goodbye.
Parv and his friend each gained 1834 experience. Each. These graphics. Very pleasant game, sound effect wise. Sound design there. You know, we mentioned the, you know, Yeah, it's dialed in.
Mamma mia!
Captain Nemo, what are you doing, buddy? Welcome. Good to see you. We just took on a tent of circus freaks. Now they all went a-running. It was an evil tent. Maybe some more evil around here. I'm a little scared to do much more exploring. Oh! What's up, Captain Nemo? Welcome.
You will now receive the Fist of Fury.
Lucky you. All right, nice. Okay, let's, maybe at this point, now that that tent is down... Hey, everybody's jumping in. Oh, look at Zombie Dog here. Oh, come on. Don't do that to the teddy bear. Teddy bear seems like a pretty good, seems like a pretty sweet, I don't know. Now that I think of it, yeah, if you don't have 4 players, having that teddy bear is a big deal, huh? Yeah, it's the best item in the game. Yeah. Shout out to the teddy bear. You better get some bashing in. I don't have much PP. Now don't do that. Let's see what's up. Let's give a life up to Hair. And we can have Hair give freeze the dog, maybe? I don't know. Let's try it out. Oh, I forgot she's poisoned. Mamma mia. Had a good restful weekend. I have mentioned this earlier, so sorry for bringing it up 1,000 times, but I had a great week with my family. Had some folks come in to visit, and it was really cool. I got to spend some time as well with a niece and nephew, and it was cool to take them around, and yeah, them and my big sis. It's a good time. It's funny too, because it's like the kids are... It's just funny, man. It's crazy. I don't have kids of my own, so I feel like I don't have the constant reminder of time that kids are, I believe, you know. You know, watching them, like, yeah. It's crazy because I remember being a kid and hearing adults, like, honestly being like, wow, this is so boring. Adults will often say like, oh my gosh, I can't believe when you were actually, you know, blah, blah, blah. I knew you when you were up to my knee, blah, 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 you know. And you're meeting these people and it's like blowing their minds. Just your existence is blowing their minds. And I think it's funny to kind of see that with these kids. And it's just like, my God, man, I feel like they should still be like, you know, I don't know. I can't believe that they're the age that they are at this point. It's... Captain Nemo. That stingray? What? The surveillance device? Jeez Louise. Okay. I want to get cured up here. Okay. Maybe it's Bravo. The beta. Well, let's see here. There's a jar of fly honey inside. Her takes it. There we go. Some fly honey. Alert. Her's condition is critical. She will collapse if her condition isn't treated. Be careful. That's funny. I don't know if I've seen that dialogue yet. Okay, Her. I don't know that I have anything right now that can help you. So, tell you what, her, if you... Just gotta get you to a hospital. Or rather, to the hotel, I guess. Survive. Oh my god. Oh, okay. No, he's got a Mustang. Yeah, he doesn't have the Stingray. Yeah, no, he's got like a... Oh shoot, sorry. No, he doesn't have a Mustang. God, I'm thinking about a different car in the fam, but... Apple Kid. Okay, better go up to the zombie paper. It could be used to trap zombies. Well, that sounds... Works kind of like fly paper, okay? All you need to do is place the paper on the floor of a tent or something. You've seen at least one tent around, right? And then the zombies get stuck to the paper when they move around inside the tent. You can catch a lot of zombies this way. In fact, I bet you could get rid of all the zombies that are terrorizing the area with this paper. All right. Well, thank you.
I don't care who you are, boy!
Thank you, Apple.
I don't give a damn!
Apple boy. Anyway, I just asked the mock pizza delivery man to deliver the zombie. He's having it delivered to us. I was thinking like, oh, great, buddy. We'll march on back up to where you are. And what a guy. Yeah, Steve, right. A young Steve Jobs here. I've never actually seen a zombie, but if there really are any, zombie paper would be very useful. See, you know, kind of thinking outside of his own situation, making these inventions that he may not even benefit himself, but he realizes that somebody out there could use this. I'll be calling you if I come up with anything else. Click. That is so convenient and hilarious. It's hilariously convenient. This music gets me every time. It starts weird, doesn't it? That little... Sorry, Captain. No. He's, What year is it? He's got a 57 Chevy. That was the car he had in high school. And when he was in high school, it was just an old car at that point, an old piece of shit, and not a classic car. You know, there's that fine line. Who knows where it is? From when something goes from just kind of being an old piece of shit to like classic car. You wanted me to deliver this to someone named Parv, who's wandering around Threed. No one else knows about this, right? Let's just pretend that you're Parv and I'll give this to you. Just go along with me on this one, okay? Made the decision that you're Parv no matter what. That's right, Parv. Wink, wink. I've done my duty and given you Apple Kid's thingamajig. Well, goodbye. Yeah, I've never driven it, but it looks I think it has I mean, as many old cars do, it has, let's say, tank controls, shall we say? It's a reference we can all understand. But yeah, maybe even worse. Maybe the 57 Chevy's even worse, you know? Okay, I see a lot of things waiting to kick my butt right there, so... Oh, whoops, we have a dead person right now, so... It's a really cool shade of, like, kind of, well, pearl white. Yeah. And in fact, he calls it pearl. He'll talk about taking Pearl for a drive. Yeah, it's absolute. Hey, yeah. Before there was power steering, most vehicles had some form of tank controls, essentially. Yeah, he will. The couple times that I've gone for a ride in Pearl, it's one of his common rides, which is to the local Buc-ee's. That's his thing, just load up, go take the Pearl to the Buc-ee's. Absolutely, Captain. You've heard this. Yeah, boop, 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 boop. All right. We just revived her. She's good. Oh, Captain Nemo. That'd be funny if I got some kind of like copyright on my own video. But yeah, that'd be. I don't know. I don't have a way to like. Let me see. I don't know like if I have a way to get it. Yeah, get the video up easily. It is a good one. I have some sounds from it. But let's see, I don't know where they are. Not mine. There.
What's going on, man?
Still not. Thank you, Captain Nemo. I have three choices here. You tell me what to slurp. Water? Mostly cold brew, a little bit of just leftover coffee that I put in the fridge. Don't mean to bias you, but that's the that's the one I'm leaning towards. And then there's soda. 3 drinks. Oh, interesting, Captain Nemo. I think I've seen something from him, yeah, outside of his show, like doing stand-up, a couple of interviews too. It's interesting to see him, like kind of out of, like trying to do an interview or something, or out of character, so to speak. Yeah. I don't have any Ovaltine, sadly. Hey, is Ovaltine plant-based? If so, I'm asking for more Ovaltine, please. Now, this is some soda water. Here we go. There we go. Thanks, Captain Nemo.
This is the way.
I feel better already.
That's what I'm talking about.
Do. Is that from anything, Nick? Is that from a sketch? Oh, that's funny. The jar is round, the mug is round. They should call it Roundtine. Man. I'm only telling you this because you look like you're just passing through. The truth is, I work for the monsters. The humans seem to be losing, so I'm on the zombies' side for my own protection. The zombies' leader likes fly honey. He makes his followers collect it. Bees make bee honey and flies make fly honey. Makes sense. The zombie leader is strong because he always eats peanut butter and fly honey sandwiches. I had a peanut butter and plant-based honey, just a few hours ago. Good stuff. That's funny, Captain Nemo. Butter and honey is a great combo. These folks are not looking so good. Parv is asleep. We're gonna freeze the trick or trick kid. Shoot the other one.
No way! I don't believe it!
I think a highlight of family staying with us was getting some time in, some gaming time in with the nephew, and got a little Mario Kart in. He learns very quickly. Played some Mario Kart 64. It was funny, I mentioned this the other day, but he brought up, like I think this is when we were driving to the airport, but he just kind of asked, we weren't talking about games. He just like asked, hey, Uncle Ben. That I asked, like, you know, if I've ever heard of Star Fox, you know. And I asked him which version he's talking about. You know, yeah, I've heard about it. What version? And he's wanted to talk about the Super NES version, and he was saying that he thinks it still looks really good, or it looks really cool. And yeah, I had to agree with him. I had started to even say, he was even replying to me, kind of saying I could see how that was, maybe I was just, you know, just preemptively giving up or accepting defeat. This is some defeatist talking, but I was like, yeah, I could see how, like, maybe someone could see that game and kind of be like, oh, that doesn't really look good. But at the time, it was very technically impressive for, you know, Super NES, and we thought it looked cool as a kid, and it scared me as a kid, honestly. Some of the voiceover and the very intense music, the crash sequence scared me. I'm gonna get to the hotel. But yeah, it was cool to hear, you know, he seemed to be into it. It's just funny because, like, he does, you know, these kids do learn a lot about games through YouTube, which can be a great resource for the games, but is still not a substitute for actually playing the game. And yeah, I think you know, sometimes I'm like, yeah, I try to encourage, like, hey, go on and, like, go play it, you know. And they often do. I mean, they do play a lot of games as well, not just learning about it. But yeah, it's cool. I think that's the thing. There is just so much. Like, I have the benefit of having played some of this stuff because the options available to me were pretty limited. You know, not having a current system for a while, rocking the NES all the way until the 64, you know, playing things a little bit later sometimes. Not having unlimited funds to spend on video games, or at the very least a huge library available to me, and these kids do, by way of having something like Nintendo Switch Online. They also really like handhelds. It was them getting into, like, last time they had visited previously, they were like talking 3DS and stuff, and they all had their own 3DSs and were into it, and I realized, like, oh yeah, that's actually a great system. Kind of like a catch-up system too, because it was just such a comprehensive library and included a lot of ports and games from previous systems as well. And true, Cap Nemo. That's true. All right, I guess I'll play the game too. I'm just taken in by Handsome Tom and Smiling Sam here. Sorry, I lost myself. I don't have much PP. There's a car alarm going off right now. I hate it.
It's unfair!
Uh-oh, I'm really fucked now.
Handsome Tom, I know. Good old Handsome Tom. Everybody likes a marionette, right?
Give me a hell yeah!
How are you, Nick? Welcome. Captain Nemo, I'm sure you've heard the German version of I Want to Hold Your Hand. There's no way you haven't. That's probably your most played version. We're gonna stay at the hotel. Oh, nice. Well, cool that you're back from some bouldering. Sorry to hear about the air quality and yeah, being a hot one. Summer is here, folks. Yikes. It was pretty hot a couple of those days that the family was here, and I was having trouble because, well, there's more bodies in this apartment than there normally are, and also, you know, that nephew of mine, I love him, but every time I turn around, he'd do something with the window that I could pretty much assume that the window was going to be in whatever position I wanted it to be in, open or closed. It was going to be in the opposite one at all times, and I just, at a certain point, I kind of had to sort of accept that, I think. And being in a small apartment that doesn't have a great AC, if you've never dealt with the situation where you really need to manage like windows open in the early morning so the place can cool down, it's like, it sucks when the house will just get so hot, and then hottest point of the day can be like 3, 4, 5 p.m. when the house is just soaked in heat. It is a creepy hotel. I'm hoping we don't have any more whatever the hell happened last time when we were on our way to find Jeff. That's some kind of psychic distress that Paula and Ness went through. Bank account's looking good. I think we have enough to buy that house, too. Oh, that's cool, man. I almost said that's cool, Montreal, but it just came. That's cool, man. That's cool, Nick. That's cool, man. Yeah, no, I don't think we get fireflies. I don't know if I would see them around here on the West Coast, but I have to check with the folks back home. That's cool, of Montreal. Who doesn't love Heimdall's Gate like a Promethean curse? Boom, 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 boom.
Give me a hell yeah!
Mm-hmm. Say what you will about the Arizona heat. At least it's like 10% humidity. Yeah, I know. How do you manage, Captain Nemo? Tell us your skin. We need your skincare routine, you know? Nick said, only cicadas so far here to the west, neighbor. Yeah, it's like I'm in 4 side and you're in 3. That's funny. Small world. Yeah, growing up, I remember a ton of them. Yeah. I need to do more of that, Captain Nemo. And the sinuses have been getting me, like, I will get the worst sinus pressure and not realize that truly what it just needs is a little, you know, a little more humidity. To the point where I can feel, and it can come, you know, it's all tied in too with when my jaw's tight and stuff. It's like, Ah, max face pressure, you know. But I've noticed, you know, doing the irrigation and stuff, that really does help. I think it's worse since I moved to California than like just my general sinus health. I mean, it was bad as a kid and I have chronic problems, but it's harder to manage. Yeah, I remember trucks coming by that would spray for mosquitoes when I was a kid. See those trucks often. I went jogging today and I just speaking of humanity and mosquitoes and stuff. And on this trail, there's this bowl that someone leaves out with water in it, and I guess it's for dogs. And so a lot of people do walk their dogs, and you know, it seems like a good Samaritan move, but I was looking at it and I was just thinking like, oh, that water looks bad right now. And this is just a mosquito. This is just a mosquito pool, you know, a birthing pool. But if imagine though, if I had gone over and tipped that water bowl over, the potential blowback of this heartless guy, careless jogger, just kicked over a dog bowl of water. Let's get into the zombies tent now. What a monster. Oh, interesting, Dustin. Yeah. There's it's every now and then I'll see a story as well around for Southern California about, you know, using, I guess, flies that are, you know, they've been bred to, I guess, like kill the population out, or, you know, sterile ones or something, you know. There's some science behind it. Keep freezing them out. Don't defense down. Hey, thank you guys for hanging. This has been a fun one. Very, very chill. Just been nice to catch up with you guys. I was really tired Friday. I played Mario 64 and it really, honestly, it didn't hit. I had like I do sometimes, a big lead up to actually getting the stream started with a lot of stress. Because like, okay, I thought I would start at this point, and then it's like, I'm in a state of like, oh, it's almost ready to go for like way too long, you know? So I'll start streaming and yeah, total hot flash, like Captain Nemo said, just as soon as I began. Yeah, no, just like honestly, the fatigue of the week, not sleeping that great from having the family here and stuff, and everybody being out of their routines, and it just kind of hit me, and it was funny because I kept feeling that I wanted to like give more, and I would go for it, and then the like, you know, energy was low. Yeah, it's pretty crazy, Nick. It's also quite loud. Right. Yeah.
Give me a hell yeah.
A lot louder than everything else. Yeah. Yeah, so I got into the stream and I was just like, oh man. Especially like I took a break and I came back and was very exhausted. It was like that break, my body was like, okay, time to relax, and then and then I dragged it in front of a camera, and it was not good. But with that being said, we did make some decent progress in Mario 64, so we're going to try to do it again on Friday. I have just 4... We'll be able to beat it. I have 4 power stars left. One of those is 100 coins and... what's it called? Rainbow Ride. That's not going to be easy, but... see what we can do. Yeah, I am Captain Nemo, mostly because I don't know any helpful glitches. We're doing a glitchless 120 star run, baby. Sorry this took so long, but let's see if I can get in here and set this. You do whatever you want, just save my life. Okay, do we have... so we have zombie paper. And we have our jar of fly honey. All right, seems like they all know what's going on, so... okay, well, and I talked to you, correct? Yes. I don't know if this is how it's done, but let's just get into our... okay, well, the fly paper's on the ground. Okay, alright, well, this is new. Here, zombie, 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 I have a nice bone for you. All this dialogue here. Hey, 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 stupid zombies, come on over. Forgot about the Mario, yeah. I like your Earthbound NPC dialogue, Nick. It fits in. Zombie paper is a stupid product name. Let's see. Let's see what we got going on here. Catching up on chat. Bum, 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 bum. Alright, so we set that down. I wanted to try this jar of fly honey. We have... You can't like drop something. It's the food items, I think, right? I think you use is... I don't know. Of course, I'm getting some stuff in the chat here. Yeah, it seems like I'm getting some hints. So try to let me figure it out, as long and as difficult as it may be. But now I'm assuming we're doing something of trying to... At this point, it's more like what's the mechanic for how this can... So I don't think I can drop. If I use, someone will just eat it. Someone else. Yeah, that's funny. I just got rid of it. That's what I figured, yeah. I see. Okay, thank you, Nick. Yeah, I see. Goodbye, Skip Sandwich. Oh, those guys at the hideout may be gone. Or whatever the entrance to the graveyard was. Let's check that out. Do we want... Where was that? It was... The graveyard always feels so big. It's there. Oh, hello. I can't remember with old Smelly here what the deal is. Can bash him. Another round of bashing ought to do it. Especially if Parv would connect. PP is so low for Parv. Did I do that? Yeah, right. Yeah. It's a huge graveyard. I'm wondering for the census, are they counting all the folks in this graveyard? It's crazy. Hello, it's your dad. You've been out there for a long time now. It may be none of my business, but don't you think it would be a good idea if you took a break? Dad. Exactly. The fate of the world is at stake, Dad. Thank you. I could really go for one of those PP butterflies right now.
Her?
Her?
Such good music in this game. Does the freeze do anything for Smelly? I don't think so. It is so fun. I really love the soundtrack. And I can't wait to learn more about some of these, like some of the samples that apparently are used in this. Samples and lots of inspirations and straight lifting. There was this video that came up on YouTube and whoops. I get attacked again. I started to watch it, but then realized that, you know, I watched it and they talked about Your Name Please, the song that plays during the beginning when you're, you know, naming your characters and whatnot. And then I was like, okay, I need to stop because I'm going to get some spoilers as they went into the second one. I was hoping you I was hoping you sons of bitches would be gone. Why are you here? Follow me. I was gonna say suckers at first. I don't know, that was what started to come out. Then I changed this. That didn't make any sense. But yeah, you suckers. Something, I don't know. Strike it from the record. Strike that one from the record. Do. I think Putrid Moldy Man. I think Freeze wasn't good. Oh, never mind. Yeah, thanks, Nick. I mean, you know, we had all that dialogue. I must have missed something. I mean, then again, you just said maybe I didn't. The game doesn't give me much, but yeah, we had all the dialogue about you know, Apple kid, little Steve Jobs. Oh, was that a trash can plant? Well, this game is is exceptionally strange, Cab Nemo. So I think there's a high level of WTF while playing this game. But yeah, you've got a trash can with legs, and then it is a smelly ghost. There's the official name there. We've got the no good fly as well, you know, swirling around the smelly ghost coming out of the trash can. Yeah, man, good stuff, right? Do 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 do. Take it out, take it out. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Bash him. I like this. I like the ghost coming out of the trash can too, you know, and I appreciate it makes me think of the like trash Pokemon. You had the classic ones from Gen 1 who looked great in their when they got a whoopsie. I'm not gonna be able to tell the story. What are you up to over here? Yeah, you're just trying to fight me. That's all you're up to. No, I understand. Okay. Sorry, I was talking about something pretty unimportant, but it's gone. Ghosted. Oh, Pokemon, right? Yeah. Come on, you've got the names aren't coming to me right now, but let me look them up. It's only because I got streamer brain. Do 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 do. This is funny. I was trying to find a quick list, but no. Garbodor is a pretty sweet one, right? Pokemon, what is that? White and Black? I like that game a lot. I'd like to play it again someday. And hey, I'm a fan of Garbodor. The Gen 1, let's see, you've got Coughing and Wheezing, right? Yeah, Coughing, Wheezing. There's also Muck and Grimer. You know, just the result of industrial waste. I love it. Apparently, I wasn't paying any attention to the hype for this game or any of the release reviews, but I guess with Pokemon White, people really didn't like the garbage Pokemon. I haven't played it, Captain Nemo. What do you think? Should I? Is it worth a shot if I'm out of the Poke game? They look interesting. I mean, I haven't played that one or Scarlet. Violet. Okay, can I go get the zombies? And you got it talking about running fast with a skip sandwich. to get home in a hurry. Oh! Why lure him into the tent when I'm killing them all out here? Oh. That's no good. Will that work? Will that heal poison? Get out of here, zombie dog. Ah. Her has collapsed. Okay, and now we're in recovery mode. Wait, is that the one I want? Yes. Do. Life up. Let's go ahead and get the fly out of here, please. I bash him. Let's get out of here. One second, guys. Sorry. Yeah, I didn't know about Ubsy movies. I'm seeing it now. And an evolving series started in 1995 by the Bensons, inspired by the Nintendo classic RPG Earthbound. Starring Robbie Benson as Ness. Okay, just I went to the page for a little bit. All right, yeah. Yeah. Looks funny. I had missed that one earlier, Nick. Yeah, missed your message. All right, let's get this zombie dog out of here, please. I should probably use a big attack on this thing, but we've had some progress in Final Fantasy VII. My wife's playing it for the first time, and I haven't made it all the way through in a while. I had an aborted attempt a couple years back, but I really like the game and have beaten it. I've played through it all the way, maybe 3 times. I think maybe twice kind of as a kid or teen, and once as like a young adult. She's really liking it, and we just we're on the ship now, heading away from Junon. So we just got to the ship, basically. So yeah, she just did the Junon section, where you get to do a little marching, and you get to be in a parade, and then you get to send off the new president of Shinra with the nice you know, some riflery. Wait, rifle? I don't know. What do you call it? Skills? I forget. Rifling? Rifle toss. Yeah, it's hilarious. Yeah. She did really well on that. I'd like to see what you can get. Like, what are the items you get from folks? She had a lot of trouble with the parade, where you have to go get into the, you know, the first of those mini games is you're coming out of an alley because you've made your group late. So you're coming out of an alley and you have to go jump into formation and march with everyone else. And I had the same thing. Like, I didn't really get how, even though they explain it to you, the gameplay is a little strange because there's like a pause for a while and then they say, okay, go. And it's still just kind of awkward to kind of figure out. And she really struggled with that one, and I think got the worst rating or whatever, because you see the like TV ratings going down. And I had just at one point she would like, oh, do you want to play? And I knew that this stuff was coming up. Yeah, exactly. It's a parade. There's announcers. That's what's built into your like scores. The announcers are commenting on you like at the end and stuff. And she got the dialogue that says like, send that guy a grenade. And like the announcers get fired, I think, or so it even says, or like producer gets fired or something. But yeah, they say like, send that guy a bomb, I think is what it is. And then it's like, item acquired, grenade, you know. But yeah, I knew that that stuff was coming up, and she had tried to like hand off the controller. Hey, you want to play for a bit? And I was like, I think you should do what's about to come up. You know, think you'll have some fun with it. All right, I hope I get out of this. We're not really looking that great. The PP butterflies have not really been around. I need to make sure Parv has the health to at least get us out of here, but we might be in trouble here. Somebody had something for PP as well. Oh, maybe I can use something like this. Auto rocket or something. I missed a couple messages here, sorry. It's a cool patch for the original FF7 that does a lot to fix the translation. You know, this is, since I hadn't really played through it in a while, Dustin, I'm realizing this playthrough, I think I'm really noticing, yeah, I think more would be said in this situation. I'm really noticing that missing dialogue that, and yeah, there's just apparently, I guess there was a pretty poor translation. It really seems like there's some points in the game where they give you like a bare, they were just like, ah, that's going to be too hard to explain, or ran out of time. Okay, we've been possessed. Our best case scenario at this point might actually be to die. We'll see. Let me try to get out of it. If we still have food, I shouldn't give up. Let's get this smelly ghost out of here. He's out of food, though. I don't want them to bring help, either. Gotta get that ghost out of here quickly. The zombie possessor. Just bash. Ah, that was stupid. Should have just given Bull something. Even then, though, the stuff I had wouldn't have given him that much HP, I don't believe. Get Smelly Ghost out of here. I meant to hit them. I keep, forgetting to change it over. The cursor will go to Smelly Ghost first. Well, darn. I screwed this one up. Probably can't run. Let's see. I don't think my wife's played a game since DDR, said Nick. Oh, man. You know, Nick, I got a little DDR in for the first time in many years. Well, you know, probably at this point, first time in about 5 years. And then that time it had been, you know, many since like high school. So very long time. I liked it for a time. I was really into it in high school. Would go to the mall, the local mall, and hit up some DDR. It's not looking good for our hero here. I like the dialogue about the possession and this reaching out with the icy hand, you know. Even if the dialogue spells my doom, I appreciate it. Good writing. I think that this is the end for our team here. Gotta say. Well. I didn't have a ton of money, so that's okay. But shoot, do I need to go to the hint guy once again? DDR had this weird egg catching arcade game. Yeah. I'm very fascinated in the like Famicom, you know, clones and stuff that were popular in Russia and in China. That stuff is so interesting to me. And with that would come some like ROM hacks that idea of someone playing some like obscure, to us, obscure, some ROM hack from some dude, some dedicated gamer living in the Soviet bloc. He just, man, he got in there and he ripped that ROM a new one. And maybe that's even the version you grew up with, and it was potentially just even a palette swap or a sprite swap, you know, of a main character. I don't know, it's I don't know, man. It's a total other world. And I'm fascinated by it. I want to learn more. Of course, there's a big language barrier, but it's been interesting too, having a couple of Brazilian viewers who they'll talk about in their childhood, like Sega having a big presence and an official presence in Brazil by way of Tectoy, the corporation, but Nintendo not having an official presence. So anything Nintendo often came late to Brazil, and it came pirated almost always. And yeah, it's very fascinating. It's either pirated or you're paying the big bucks for export stuff. And yeah, it's interesting how huge Master Systems and Mega Drive were in Brazil. And a lot of Brazilian, like, you know, pop culture kind of stuff references that stuff. It yields a some kind of different, like, of course, right? I mean, Brazil's huge and has a ton of folks speak Portuguese, so it's a whole other world of gaming media. They were very dedicated. I got to get to the hospital. But it's interesting to think of coming by a game, how I would get it, you know, by way of a Christmas present or saving up allowance for cutting grass or something. And, you know, versus that world of dealing with Famicom, Super Famicom, and etc. Cloned games, ROM hacks, emulation of current systems and stuff as a way of survival. It's cool. I want to learn more. Do 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 do. I'm kind of, sort of running up against a wall here. Shit, I also keep forgetting to revive my... Come on, dude. Alright, let's go to the hospital. Burn, 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 burn. Let me just walk south. I don't like that some of these folks are already working for the zombies. They've just preemptively decided to... They're just giving up. They think the humans don't have a chance, so... They just decided they would comply with the blue. How I learned to stop worrying and love the MAGA. All right, let's revive some people. I want to see them both, lady. Hope I have enough money. I'd love to see Bowl, please. And not just their ghost following us. I'm so glad you recovered, Bowl. Alright, that was an expensive trip to the hospital there. Alright, I'm gonna get a save in on that note. Maybe a trip to the... Oh, I guess we don't need the trip to the hotel. Everybody's stats are fully recovered here, huh? Let's see. Oh, well, Parv isn't. I'm doing I feel like I'm doing too many hotel stops, but oh well. I need to do a little, like, you know, it was... I feel like for the Ness and the kids here, maybe, like, youth hostel is more within our budget. Doesn't really seem to be that common around here, so... Here we go. They're moving away. Yay! I did it! I stayed at a hotel. And I was just saying, I think I'm staying at hotels too often. And then this is one you needed to do for the story. I was just hearing that little organ number there. Also, I'm hearing birds and bees and... Oh god, what just happened? I think, did the whole screen just, like, move over? I don't understand. Yeah, Captain Nemo, welcome. Yeah, thanks, buddy. Thanks for coming to stay. Okay, my heads up just made me think that you guys were not seeing the screen, so I don't know. Looks like we're good. Everything shifted over suddenly, but yeah. Captain, thanks for hanging, man. This has been a fun one, dude. And, yeah, I hope you can get some sleep. See you next time.
I hope you've all enjoyed our program this morning.
Sir, you're working hard even though you're young. The guests' newspapers that were delivered to the hotel today are different than normal. The paper is called the Zombie Herald. I'm scared, but let me tell you what's in it. Yay, Boogie Tent Falls, young human to blame. Okay. The Boogie Tent has fallen. All the monsters have now gone into that other tent, and I'm assuming they're going to try to set that place on fire? Question mark? Not sure yet. Sounds like a hell of a way to go out. Let's call Dad. All right, guys, I'll get a break in. This was I'm glad this is the breakthrough I needed. Finally, yes. Right. I guess, exactly. Yeah, I guess we've got some fly oil situation all inside that tent. I dare not think too much about it. I don't know. This game is crazy. All right, guys, let's get a break. Hopefully you can stick around after this. Yeah, if not, thanks for hanging. I'm gonna get a little break. You guys should too. Looks like we're making progress. I'll see you guys in just a bit. Wrong button. Correct button. Heyo, what's up, guys? Good to see you. Happy Monday. Waiting on a sound effect.
But before you leave, I'd like you to step inside one more world.
Thank you. That world is the world of Threed, which is currently still under the blue spell. Depression? Question mark? Anyway, we have lured a bunch of zombies to a tent, which some were thinking they would set it on fire. Yeah. Oof. I'm hoping that maybe there's something fun happening in that tent that will actually convert these zombies, and that it's all just been one big metaphor. We'll see. Yeah, I like these maps too. Sadly, I need to save. I need to not look for any more of them because I didn't even think about this at first, but it's like, oh yeah, that's a map. Like, of course that's very helpful. Of course, in the game you get in and you've got these maps here, but yeah. Oh, you're not seeing this. Maybe I should show you a map. Give me 1 second, guys. I don't think I fixed the camera for this slide here, but learn something every day. So I think I don't think this place is blue anymore. We did go to sleep. It's still blue. I thought maybe since I was hearing some birds chirping, maybe we were good. Silly me. It seems as if everyone's been lured into the circus. Yuck, we caught a lot of zombies. Ugh, ugh. It's really gross. You might not understand my saying this, but poor zombies. I was able to arrest many zombies because of your help. Arrest sounds strange, doesn't it? We did it. Did you look in the tent? Yaha, we taught those stupid zombies a lesson. I had to run all over to escape the zombies. Now I can't remember where my house is. Jeez. Let's see what's going on in here. All the zombies are on the floor, wriggling about, except for 2 or 3 that appear motionless. Those zombies stuck to the floor. I wonder if they could still get me. I don't care what happens to anyone else. I just want to save my own skin. There's no response. I'll blame you after my death. In quotes. If I try to get away, my body will just fall apart. It's because I'm a zombie. I'll blame you for the rest of my life. We've got that, fly honey just, all over the place, huh? Sticky mess. Maybe not. I don't care if I pass away. Ha! I'm dead already. You humans are such cowards. There's no response. You're the enemy of all zombies, you monster. Zombie paper really works, so I hope someone comes up with pretty girl paper. Oops, that wasn't a nice thing to say. We need to take out the guy on the trombone, man. I'm tired of this tuba solo we're getting here. What zombies? They're blasting some bullshit out of a sousaphone. It is funny to see how much faster everything goes once we sort of get out of that circus. The fly trap.
What are you talking about, you idiot?
Okay, let's go to the graveyard now. I don't know. Were we supposed to like do a PK fire or something on the tent? Okay, let's Her, why don't you use your freeze like that? Move. Do 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 do. Didn't take anything out. Gaming seemed to do a bit of damage, didn't it? At this point, we could take these guys out. You guys should be in the tent. I picked up the guitar more this last week. Oh, I may have dropped some frames. Let's see. Hopefully things are still rolling. But yeah, I was able to pick up the guitar a little more this last week, which honestly was good. I had the family around and I realized what a good fidget toy an instrument is. Thanks, Dustin. Yeah, I got a message about the chat disconnecting, but I think it was bogus. Plain old garbage. Come here, fly. Do. Excited to see what's down in here. I'm guessing that I forget what was the name. Belcher? Just Belch. Do. Look at this. I love that it's like a same situation, that it was like a dream world in the hotel or whatever. And then also, yeah, Jeff crashed into similar looking terrain. Oh, hello, doggy. Come here. Got some for you. Triple slap. Okay, let's urban zombies and zombie dogs. Okay, here we go. How much damage is he doing just bashing? Do fire too. Try fire on the zombie. Return to dust. All this vapor. Take out the zombie dog. Bull, what are you doing at 8 HP? My god. It's the first time I noticed there was a problem. Let's hope that move gets through. Get that zombie dog out of here. Bonk.
I blew my mind, I blew my cool, I blew myself over.
Mm-hmm. Take stock. How are we looking? Her could use a healing. don't have any healing items, just occurs to me. I'm gonna try fire on these guys. Better save some PP though. I think we're getting... Gotta be coming up on a boss fight or something. There you go. Good. Get him done in a couple turns. Ding, 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 ding. Wow, just one on everything. Ta-da! There's a Skip Sandwich DX inside. Oh, heck yeah. Awesome.
That's what I'm talking about.
Do, 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 do. Gotta love that. I don't know. Well, we'll take that. Skip Sandwich DX, the deluxe version, huh? Do, do. Yes, yeah, it's a fun one, Nick, yeah. I like that. I'm gonna chow down my vegetables, cart off and sell my vegetables. And then the ending, you know, asking the fans to send them in a letter. I know that you'll feel better if you send us in a letter and tell us the name of your favorite vegetable. Come on, man.
Give me a hell yeah!
Do, 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 do. All right, let's give a life up to... Oh, she doesn't need it. I'm getting excited. Ness is just trying to pump up everybody around him. Did I check everything, though? I don't know. Scared to go back in there. Check the casket. Alright, let's have another good first turn. Try this. Yeah, try fire. I don't want to do that, actually. Okay, cool. Oh, still got this zombie dog in. That might be it. Yes. Good job, her. All right, on to the next one. That's what we need for these zombies, a shotgun. Okay. Dun 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 dun. What are we doing here, guys? We're running around with a minor league bat, a thick fry pan, and a Magnum air gun. Okay? I think I know what our problem is. The frying pan, it seems like being able to do a high level of blunt force trauma to the head seems to be key. So, right. If you know how to use it, I guess. If you know how to wield it. Different rows. Zombie dog has quite a bite behind it. Be good to get that thing out. I think a freeze and a bash will do it. Doom, 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 doom. Cast iron pan, yeah. Yeah, you know, it's funny because I've come to understand the importance of a good fry pan, you know, and I think even before playing this game, of course, now it's just even, I have an even deeper respect. This background is crazy. It looks like you're looking at like the surface of Mars, or like a gas giant as you're getting sucked down towards it, you know, like, and that's it. This is the last thing you're seeing. It's one of those videos of falling into Mars, you know, I don't, falling into Jupiter, falling into, which is, I don't know if you guys, if you haven't seen what I'm talking about, I think that there's a few folks that try to do this, but there's a couple of simulations that, you know, I can't tell you, yeah, I can't speak to their veracity, having not fallen through Jupiter myself, or really understanding all of what that would entail. But it's these videos out, at the very least, they're very cool. So there's a series of basically falling into everything and every major body in our solar system. It's a fun one. I think the last one was Earth, which was a, I guess had been requested from the beginning, naturally, as it is our own planet, but,
Rocket, man!
Great music. Dun, dun, dun. These zombies, too, just did the shorts. This haircut. I just want to play this game. Yeah, it's definitely a game that feels like you can live in this world for a while. I appreciate that. I'd like for these zombies to live in this world for maybe just a little bit shorter. Not so much longer.
Introducing Magic Mushroom, the long-lasting air freshener from Airwick.
There it is. Silver bracelet inside. Bull takes it. Okay, let's see what this silver bracelet can do. I mean, yeah, I figured it was an equip kind of thing. Wait, I think from the goods thing you can have someone else equip, right? No. Gotta give it. Oh, Bull, you are kind of our weakest link right now. You pack a punch, but you're dying. So, you know what? Well, actually, I don't know what it does. I forget that you can go to goods and you can get info about it. You don't have to have a dealer in your party. Check. God damn it. Stop. What are you doing? You're trying to give someone something, huh? Okay, let's see. Go. I'm sorry. Total breakdown of all reason. Let's, it happens in the menus. In an you ever get an RPG menu hell? Sometimes you're like, wow, how did I get here? What am I doing with my life? Silver bracelet. How do I just get a description? Oh, help. That's right. All right. Okay. Well, a whole lot of detail there. So let's equip it then. Does someone else not have a bracelet at all? Okay, so far so good. Despite the appearances. Oh. Alright, let's continue on.
He was special.
This motherfucker don't miss.
This makes me think of like we're about to go fight Dr. Wily or something. Georg. Oh. Oh, is this the guy from the ads, the giant nasty? Okay. Since you had fly honey, I considered you a friend. But actually, you're just a commoner. I am the mortal enemy of your kind.
Wow, so cool.
Mini barf. Mini barf, okay. Let's see. Maybe mini, but I will tread with caution. Tread carefully. Look at this background and this music. Heck yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Whoa, that's a great fucking record, man.
I'm scared. Let's try to bash it. Try to set it on fire. $92 damage. Okay. Sci-fire. Cool. Spit out a sticky mucus, and Bull can't move. Awesome.
Uh-oh. Looks like we've got company.
Hey, come on in, Raiders. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, Silos. How you doing? Welcome. Happy Monday. Come on in, guys. Come on in. I know it might take you a second to get in. Might be getting hit with the old ads. Silos, welcome. I hope you guys are doing well. Playing a little, what is it, Nintendo World Championship? Hey, welcome, Boom, indeed.
That's what I'm talking about.
Hey, welcome. Happy Monday. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for coming in. What's going on? I just got us into a little fight here in Earthbound with Mini Barf. It's my first time playing it. So trying to do a mostly blind playthrough here. Welcome, everybody. Well, if it's weak to fire, maybe we should just really go hard on that. And Bowl can do nothing at this point. Oh, gross. Look at these effects. Everybody's got it. Everybody's got, what is this? Like darkness, basically. Oh, very cool. You just got a world record for something? Is that what I'm understanding? Or my chat is screwing up here. I'm having trouble I had to look at the screen and actually see it there. So I don't know if I've missed any messages as well, but I see your message about TWR. Yeah. You got a world record? Is that what I'm to understand? Or am I getting that wrong? I can be bad at acronyms.
Ass!
It's terrible. Doom, 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 doom. Doom, doom, doom. Goodbye, mini barf.
Pretty self-explanatory, but goddamn, is it hard?
Level's now 29. Okay, maximum HP up by 2, and when Parv realized the power of paralysis. Awesome. Paralysis Omega. Bull's level is now 22. Defense went up by 1. Bull's working his way up. That's nice to see. Boom. Boom, boom. I wanted to get your fly honey and gulp it down. Master Belch and I love fly honey. Gyorg, gyorg. Man. I know who you guys are working for. And it ain't nice. Well, yeah, I think I'm having issues with the chat over here, guys. Yeah, it's on my end. I don't know that everything's coming through. This has been happening recently, and I just had to refresh some stuff, so sorry. If there happened to be anything else, please copy paste if you would, or all right, let's see. So Bowl needs a little help here. Let's have I got some psi? How much? What's our HP limits here? 73 out of 123. Okay. I think we're good to go now. Let's check it out.
And then who's responsible for calm together over me right now?
You must have a long, tough road ahead of you, do you not? No, there's no need to explain. I already know. You must be hungry. This is good timing for you. I happen to be carrying something to eat. What would you like? Oh, okay. For the right price. I don't think we have any inventory room, actually. Can I buy it and just eat it right here, right now? Calorie stick, huh? Yeah. Well, can I sell? No, not from you. There's a village with many interesting people ahead. Just ahead. You should go there and visit. I heard that the name of the village is Saturn Valley. But it cannot be found on any map. Okay. He's warning us here, though, that we're gonna need... I'm gonna believe him when he says we might need something here. Let's... Do we have anything we can eat now? Some skip sandwiches. Have a cup of coffee, maybe. Dun, 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 dun.
Cup of coffee in the big tank.
Nobody needs it. I don't know how much a cup of coffee does. How much it would heal, anyway. Got a boiled egg. Some refreshing herb. I guess we have a couple things to eat. Maybe I'll just move on. Spoiled egg. I don't know if the refreshing herb can be eaten. I'm having a skip. Nah, I'm gonna save it. We got a couple things. Oh, hello, PP butterfly. Oh, magic butterfly. Could use that for sure. Look at this. I love this little shoreline here. It's cute. We got a frog up there that I imagine we're about to be fighting.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, what's up with the double what's up?
This music is crazy. The frog and zombie are now down there.
I'm Ben from Triple Jump.
Ooh, got a full house here. Red Antoid, farm zombies and armored frogs. Okay. Goodness. Bringing everybody out. Let's try to take some folks out. There you go. Of course, this armored frog can take a punch. Guys, I'm sorry. You know, I'm just now I went over to just where, like, I have chat, like, in a window open on the Twitch dashboard, and I see that there's a couple messages I'm missing that aren't showing up at all for me. So sorry, Silos, that is so cool. You tied a world record. I'm sorry for the delay in getting to that. I was hoping it was something that cool. Yeah, awesome. Congratulations. You know, that's really cool.
Give me a hell yeah!
Congratulations!
I don't know why stuff isn't showing up for you guys, so give me 1 second to see if I can reset the chat on the screen. I don't know why that has suddenly, well, not suddenly, these last few weeks it's been screwing up on us. There it is. Okay, I think I'm seeing stuff coming in now, so cool. Thanks. Yeah, no, thank you. Yeah, thank you. Sorry, I'm all like flustered from I've been a lot of technical difficulties lately, so I'm not making any sense, but that is so cool. Which I'm curious, like, which category? What aspect of the game were you doing? It was cool to catch, I've caught a little bit of your stream, and I've caught some of, you know, Mike, Boom, speaking of Boom, you know. Yeah, it was a fun time seeing him play it as well. I caught some of that, and yeah. Very cool. Okay, nice. Well, that's... How long had you been grinding for that particular, you know, for this record?
Congratulations!
It's always interesting, the story to it, you know? The arc. Okay, I don't want to just lose it all right here, so let me... A little conscientious gaming for once in my life. What's Bowls max? 123, okay. Oh, cool. That's awesome. I'd really like to get to that game sometime, and I feel kind of newly inspired to play some Switch. actually after a session last night that had a lot of fun playing Mario Kart 8 for the first time in a long time. We wanted to stay in the living room for a bit, and that's where our Switch is. And we hadn't played that in a while, and a friend had come over recently, and we were going to play it, but it needed a huge, you know, it had to download some kind of big update, because of course I haven't played it in a while, and I think at this point, I think it's, you know, had its final update or whatever. Nice to soften up that back row as well. I love that Parv's games do everything. That's cool, your first ever Metroid record. That's, you know, TWR. I learned something today. Yeah, that's cool. Have you played the original Metroid outside of that game? I played it for the first time sometime last year, and I really enjoyed it. The only other Metroid I'd played, well, as I say only other, I'm realizing it had been a couple, but like as a kid, I beat Fusion, and then I played some of Prime, but I didn't stick with it very long, because I think I still didn't really get the, like, Metroidvania kind of thing, you know. I didn't really understand the game that well, and I would later, like actually a couple years ago, I played Super Metroid for the first time, and yeah, it's so good. There's a bomb inside. But he's got too much stuff. Yeah. Sounds terrible, and then it's like, oh, actually that was going to be an item that he could keep, so. Yeah, and you know, NES Remix is one that, like, I didn't even know about until somewhat recently, because it's on the Wii U, isn't it? I was like, for me, I just wasn't knowing anything about like new releases and stuff throughout the Wii U era. I was really checked out. So yeah, I missed out on that one. And I remember seeing some, maybe, I think it was like a box for the Wii U, and maybe they were advertising that game on it. I feel like that's maybe what I was seeing, or and I just remember thinking, wow, what is that? Because of course I love, you know, a lot of stuff from the NES. I grew up playing it. And yeah, I just, yeah, I didn't know about that until recently, because I just totally missed the whole Wii U era. Oh, yeah. What? You know what? I've never seen anyone play NES Remix though, so I don't really have a good sense for how it works. Oh, cool. There's one for 3DS as well. Okay. Ultimate NES Remix. Oh. Wasn't paying attention. Bowl needs a little help. I think I'm seeing the sense in using like a Psy Gaming or something right off the bat, or Fire. Should be doing that. Nice. Anybody else play any NES Remix? I know a couple of you were really into the Wii U, and or at the very least at the end of it, you were going hard because you knew it was you know, the online service was going away. Get it while you can, you know. Nothing lasts forever.
affair.
NES Remix Pack. Guess we've got a review from Giant Bomb here. There it is. Yeah, Celos mentioned in the chat. Okay, cool. Sweet. So you got the remix pack and then the 3DS one. Okay, that's fun. I should look up a little gameplay for that. Is it kind of... yeah, I don't have a sense for it, really. Let me see someone playing it. Doot 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 doot. Okay, well, I don't need a 3-hour long play, but I just kind of wanted to get a sense for it. Good God. Oh, so yeah, it's challenge based with like time limits often. Okay, so it's a similar thing in the vein of. Yeah. Oh, that's funny. Well, I say it's funny, but it's more just like a crazy situation. I'm imagining that the atmosphere inside that GameStop was not that great in that moment. Who knows? Maybe all the employees are like, yes, we're free. No. I don't know, I've heard some GameStop employee horror stories, but yeah. Sucks to have a job and then not have a job all of a sudden. It sucks. Bull, you gotta stay in the game with this here. Honestly, the way that the GameStop that I go to sometimes around here, the condition that it's in, I've wondered if it's been going out of business for the last couple of years, but... Also, I've been hearing that some GameStops were doing more like retro games and stuff, which I thought, you know, hey, that's interesting. That is something that would bring me in. Went in the other day with my nephew, since I had some family visiting, and yeah, they didn't have any of that. Maybe we'll eat a sandwich or something. Whatever. I want a protein drink. Running fast, baby. Okay, I saw a cave there. Yeah. And now I'm curious with it. Is it a full store dedicated to it, or it's just that they would have a section dedicated to retro stuff? They're participating in the GameStop retro stuff, or is it like a full-on store? Look at this roach. Violent roach. How violent? Guess we're about to find out. Solidified her. The GameStop where you are is inundated with violent roaches. Open up the box, one comes out. I see, that makes sense. That's interesting, Celos, yeah. I wonder if there's any... The one nearest me isn't like that, but I wonder if there's something else I could go to. I would be curious, yeah. There's a couple... I do appreciate that there's a couple of pretty good secondhand stores here already, including some that do quite a bit of, and one that's exclusively, well, I shouldn't say exclusively Japanese stuff, but that's its main focus. That's cool. Another one that has a good chunk of the store dedicated to Japanese retro stuff, and then all the English titles and stuff you'd expect. And up to new things as well. Some pretty cool, yeah, secondhand and then selling new retail. And I realized going to a place like that, just how many games there are for the Switch sometimes, because I was seeing all these RPGs and stuff that, you know, ended up on the Switch, Final Fantasy Collection, etc., like, and I was just kind of thinking like, damn, it's cool to see seeing the games like on a store shelf has got me thinking about these games a little differently than a virtual store. Okay, I was gonna go to a cave. Yeah, I was gonna check one of these out. I think this is the first hole. Yeah, thankful to have a couple stores that are nice, because I want to do, I appreciate the in-person aspect of it, and although I've bought a good amount of stuff from eBay, I've also really enjoyed that aspect of going and seeing something, you know. Some stores will try it out, like for a cart or something, they'll try it out before you buy it. Or plug up a system and show it to you. And I want those businesses to continue. Thank you. Yeah, thanks for that, Silos. I do want those businesses to be out there too, because I feel that something gets lost when you don't have the brick and mortar aspect of it, or at the person to person aspect. And a whole lot of great stuff can happen, of course, with online sales, and it can open it up to the rest of the world. But yeah, man, like there is something to the having, especially like when it can come to recommendations and stuff, and it's akin to, like, you know, yeah, going to a comic book or record store or something, and yeah, having someone there who can, if not recommend stuff, then at least talk with you about the stuff you enjoy, and, you know, It's kind of like, I don't know, I've enjoyed that with some of these stores. It's kind of funny because I think that I can tell that they get a lot of folks who, like, maybe know of old systems, or they can tell someone's old enough to understand retro consoles, but yeah, there's that level of like, okay, but how up on the knowledge is this person, and do they know that it's a pain to hook these systems up to anything other than a CRT, so on and so forth. So it's kind of funny because a couple of times I've gone into stores and I've almost felt like I had to like earn the respect or something, you know, like okay, cool, all right, he's got a Famicom, a Super Famicom, and, you know, he's looking at the Japanese 64 games. All right. It's like they have to let their guard down. Yeah, thank you, Silos. Let me check. Let's see. It just tried to take me straight to the GameStop website, even though I know that was what you did was more specific. One second. Do. Dude. Sorry, nothing is easy right now. All right, help me find. Yeah, here it is. Find a retro store. For whatever reason, I couldn't get the link to work on my end. Mostly because I An anxious lad. A nervous clicker.
This is a dud.
Okay, well there is something that is doable, yeah. I should check it out, or at least now I know that it's I can see a review or something. Okay. Yeah, thank you. Thanks for the store locator and just putting that thought back on my radar, because I've been wanting to check one out. Nice, Dustin. Yeah. I got doable, you know, and mine was doable. There's a lot worse drives. Mine is doable, but you're probably gonna want to have it. If it's not a good radio station, then playlist, or there's something really good on NPR, some really compelling story, bookended by Ira Glass. I'll have to check it out. Oh, we're not doing a lot of damage to the armored frog. I should realize that. Wake up and smell the coffee. I'm getting tired. I want to wrap this up soonish. Hopefully, I mean, we're coming to something big in this game. I don't know if I explored that whole cave, because I only remember going into the first like room, let's say, and then maybe I headed out after that. All right, Dustin, road trip to the GameStop. Let's go.
You want some of this, bro?
Yeah, you should, Silos. Where do you upload to? YouTube? It's your record, yeah. You should definitely, definitely get it clipped and get it posted. All right, the cockroach is dead. What are the chances we're going to be fighting a big cockroach? Cool. Oh, very cool. Congrats again on getting the TWR. Let's see. Let's heal up Bowl. We need a butterfly. Did I go all the way over here? I don't think I did.
Came in here. No problems.
I don't know that I went all the way back into this room.
In Japan, they call it ninja.
Don't think I did, but I also didn't explore all of whatever the last place was. Like up along that ridge. Look at these. Hey, it's Mr. Saturn. We feel groove. Hi ho, me, Mr. Saturn. This place all are Mr. Saturn. Aw. This music sounds wild, too. Look at Mr. Saturn. I only know you from Smash. A little hairy, a lumpy thing. A head on legs. I love it. I'm Dr. Saturn. Zoom and I can repair your body. Boing. Do you want me to operate on you? Ding. You all fixed up. Goody. Boing. Someone else in the game said boing earlier. Oh, this is so cute. And they're in here like growing food? Growing plants? So this is supposed to be a really remote area. I have to imagine the humans don't make it out this way often. Do you want slumber? Yes. KO. Oh. Working through the night, Bull fixed the broken iron. After being fixed, the broken iron became the slime generator.
Give me a hell yeah!
Sila's nice. At least you own up to it. Some people won't. Healthful and dandy. Thank you. Oh, and there's a telephone up on a ladder. That's hilarious. Honestly, guys, I think I would love to explore this town, but we're approaching the top of the hour here, so maybe I should... Let's go ahead and call good old Dad. We have enough to buy a house, I think. I remember, it's funny because my partner and I have talked about, like, you know, farts and everybody's different, like, tolerance or feelings about them and whatnot, and whether or not you were expected to, like, never do it when you were growing up, or also just how funny it is, like, and having those funny moments of, like, being in class and everyone's focused in, we're all taking... You know, this is the big standardized test that's your teacher's job. Your teacher's trying to get tenure, and it all comes down to this one, baby. And everyone's locked in, and then suddenly a kid just rips one. And it's one of it's one of those ripple now. You know, there's like a percussion to it or something, and the whole. You know how? Come on. It's those moments in life. It just brings a little levity to everything, you know? No one likes to smell them. But they're funny. Well, I shouldn't say no one. Most don't. But I think all can agree that they're fun. Should agree that they're funny. Yeah. No. They are. Well, you've got the desk. It's the construction of the desk that, you know, really, it just, there's a resonance. I remember there being a resonance sometimes, like with, like if you had the right, you know, on the right desk materials. Dude, the library farts. That's always a good one. Yeah. Also, do you have any memories of being in public and someone farting or something? Like I remember me and my mom being at a grocery store, and we just remember hearing this lady probably take a dump in her pants. I'm not sure, it didn't sound good. And then, you know, it was like as she like passed by, you know, yeah, boing, boing indeed, yeah. And I remember me and my mom just looking at each other for a little bit, with that, like, did you hear what I just heard? And then just like, as soon as we got on the other side of the aisle, just, you know, laughing so hard. Yeah. Yeah, it was a rough one, Silos. Yeah, it was. All right, well. Well, yeah, you can leave the present on the elevator. That's one of those just, you know, just sociopathic moves.
I'm so happy.
All right. Anybody streaming on that note? See if anybody's around, and we might do us a little, Rotes is still playing, so, let's see, maybe we'll raid into his thing. All right, let's do that. All right, guys, I'm gonna go here. Let's wrap this thing up. This has been cool. I'm gonna get us over into Rotes Kreutz's room. We'll go hang out there. Their room. That's a, what is this, like some, I'm talking some chat rooms from back in the day. Cool, Silos. Yeah, we'll do. Congratulations again on your record there. That's awesome. And yeah, once you get that posted, you're welcome to come here and share a link and stuff too. You know, guys, I'm gonna get up out of here. I'll just do a little collage for you, and in a couple of minutes, I'll get us over to Rotes' place. Over to his place, his chat room. Let's see, what's he playing right now? Oh yeah, he's doing Fallout. So he's playing the original Fallout. So that'll be fun. I'm here Monday, Wednesday, Friday doing Earthbound on the first 2 of those days, and Mario 64 on the other one. It's a bad way of explaining, but yeah. Anyway, thanks for the support, guys. I'm gonna get up out of here. Come around on Friday for some Mario 64. We're gonna beat that game. All right, guys, I'll see you on Wednesday. I'll get us into Rotes' stream in just a bit. BRB, guys. Adios. Thank you so much. Hey, thanks for the raid, Silos. And guys, thanks for hanging out. It's been a fun one. Adios.
I'm so happy.
Not a single cell in your brain wants to watch YouTube.
This is the way.
Nothing comes between you and the game. Ass! So there's Ronald with his magic bag of hallucinogenic drugs.
The Parvinator.
I gotta land on an aircraft carrier. A